Oh yeah. We are having it.
What the hell?
You were number one on my list.
Standing by. Skewer ready to launch.
Authorizing skewer flight.
Oh, this is so much better.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. YouTube, the Black Ops 7 beta is here. Ellen here, Dream Crazy. Your girl is back feeling refreshed because the Black Ops 7 beta is here. And I'm going to talk to you about some quick settings as well as a weapon that I was using all day yesterday, an AR. We're going to, you know, calmly, bit by bit, talk about some cool classes, some setups, and just jump right into it. Also, Call of Duty Next just happened, and I have some behind-the-scene footage that we're gonna upload to eventually, but the beta just came out so quickly that, hey, let's just jump into some settings and some quick facts that quick facts and some dream hacks I think that will help you get set up very quickly when you pick up a Black Ops 7, or if you're gonna be part of the beta maybe, you know, this weekend. Okay, so quickly going through these settings, I'm gonna go through settings on the game for Black Ops 7 that I use, starting with, let's just start with the graphics and like the HUD and everything. So if you do play on PC, these are some PC settings that, again, most players use. Full screen exclusive, just making sure that your max refresh rate is on the highest that it can go for like your monitor. NVIDIA reflex low latency on plus boost if you have that. And continuing on, really not messing with anything here in sustainability other than just making sure your custom frame rate is unlimited or max. And moving on, high dynamic HDR range, I turned that off. And then going on to quality now, usually here with the presets, upscaling sharpening, that's usually switched to fidelity cast. The strength usually on 100, anywhere between 100 and like 85, 80, that will make it look nice and sharp. Moving on to with like all the textures and resolutions, again, for most pro players and most players, they do have this on low, depending on if you have a decent PC, maybe some medium, but with your textures and everything, and maybe even persistent effects, turn that off. Just make sure that, again, your PC can handle whatever settings that you have on. But typically, shadow and lighting here in this section, I have everything on low. Occlusion and screen space lighting is off, normal low, and then in continuing on to the environment here, I have all this low, deferred physics quality off, low, all. So again, just having it to where your PC can just move efficiently. You want as many frames as possible. Going into the view sections here too, don't really have too much changed here except for the field of view I have on 100, weapon field of view wide, and then the motion blur, weapon motion blur, make sure this is off, and then some of the camera movement settings, 50%, inverted flashbang, I have that on too, just to switch the low light, the low light black text, basically so it's not all crazy whited out. And yeah, that is pretty much the graphics settings. And then going on into the interface here too, just so I, you know, don't really mess with this here. Even tooltips, you can turn that off. The telemetry, just so you can see like what your FPS is on. This is where you would adjust that. So if you want to see like how many frames per second you have, I will turn that on. Server latency, packet loss, just to see if I'm, you know, lagging or having any type of issue in game. That's just. Even if you want to turn on the time, this is where you would do it. Moving on to the, let's see, gameplay HUD here. I actually haven't really messed around in this too much yet, except for the fact that there is a setting that you do want to change, whether it's your HUD bounds. Make sure that's like closed in your screen, just so you can like look closer to your mini map, like your eyes traveling from the center to your screen to like the corner of your monitor. I kind of just, again, I make that enclosed so it's a little bit, you don't have to look as far. But that's up to you. And the crosshairs too as well. Crosshair lines, there's a option for crosshair line spread. Recommend turning that off just so your crosshair's not going crazy moving on the screen. And the crosshair dot too as well, that being on static, it can act as a fixed anchor to alleviate motion sickness. So static for that. Crosshair line spread, turn that off. And depending on your crosshair colors or however you want your hit marker visuals to be, that's all on you. I like to keep mine standard white. Okay, so I think that's it for the interface here. Going on to some of the audio settings, I'm kind of just messing around with this. I have headphone bass cut just for getting that tighter dynamic EQ range, and I feel like I can hear footsteps better, but I'm kind of just like messing around with some of these. I haven't actually heard Sucker Punch yet. We'll see what it sounds like. Tightest dynamic range. So yeah, you can just see there's different settings Treyarch has here. That's awesome. Standard Treyarch mix always sounds good, but if you want to add some more bass to it or cut out some bass, you would check out this audio settings here. Also, a setting that I recommend turning on, the reduce tinnitus sound, just to help out with that concussion and flash grenade shell shock. It's a little bit more dull, something to help out with your ears there. And the hit marker classic, honestly, default sounds really good if you got the default Black Ops 7 hit marker sound effects, but for the old school satisfying COD sound, classic is pretty good too. I'm gonna go back to default. I've been switching between the two just because, hey, it sounds great. Alrighty, so that's graphics done. Interface we walked through. Audio we walked through. Keyboard and mouse, screw you. Just kidding, just kidding. Controller now. Going into the controller settings. Alrighty, so we do, okay, why is this in the middle of my screen here? What's going on? Little glitch there. But all right, into the controller settings we go. We do have 1.60, 1.60 we play on. Sometimes I'll, switch that. I do play, as Scump would say, flip them things. Swap L1, R1. I play tactical flipped, by the way. So my button layout, it is on tactical. And I play tactical flipped. Moving on to the trigger effects, that's turned off. Dead zone inputs, this is super important for controller players as you want to move fast, you want to move efficiently in your sticks. So highly recommend turning down your left stick to either 0 or 1. Left stick max, some players start this off at 75 moving up. That's a great number to start from when it comes to your dead zones and moving your sticks left and right. Start off at 75, see how that feels, and gradually move up if it feels too sticky, I would say. Your right stick min, 3 is a good number. 2 or 3 is a good number for that. And then 99, do not touch the right stick max. Your left trigger, your right trigger starts off at 13. Move that down to 0 if you want to, again, with those triggers, be very quick, very responsive. I do have triggers on mine, so that's again what I want. I want the fastest. When it comes to aiming, go to advanced. Aim response curve type, you're going to want to change that to dynamic. There's an aim response curve slope scale. Don't mess with that. Some might want to if you want to like turn down the scale or adjust. But again, if you want to really micromanage your sensitivity, you can do that with the sensitivity per zoom. Some players might turn the low zoom, I think high zoom to like 0.90. Again, depends on you, but I'm giving you what I use. And yeah, this is just for you beginners out there that want to just really get started and locked in Black Ops 7 and have some smooth flow when it comes to your controller. Movement settings. Yesterday, by the way, the clips that you were about to see in this video here today, I had tactical sprint assist off, and that's normal GA when it comes to pro gamers. But for that, I highly recommend, again, for your for your, oh gosh, where did it go? Sprint assist, turn on tactical sprint assist. I would have that on. Any type of mantle assist, if you want to have that on when it comes to movement, if it feels clunky, you can. But between that, I have that all off. Crouch assist, corner slice on, wall jump assist on. You could have that off if you want to. I think for the wall jump assist, you basically press while you're near a wall. But I just, like I said, I have that on. Hybrid. And all of this, tap to slide. I'm trying to remember, in the advanced settings here, we have single tap sprint. It's pretty much stuff that I'm pretty sure. I was trying to remember if that came standard. I was like, I think we had to adjust that. And I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I haven't messed with anything in combat, so. Quick settings to get you started, chat. And now I'm going to give you a quick weapon as a bonus. This is what I was using yesterday. I already have it maxed out. It's the MXR-17. If you're looking for an AR, it reminds me of the Man of War / AN-94 from Black Ops 2. I really like this one. I'm going to give you a 5 attachment class that I think beams quite well. You can get started on it, whether you're using... now, these are the perks I was not using yesterday, but I highly recommend try out Flak Jacket, Fast Hands, Dexterity. So you'll be running a Tactician specialty class to avoid nades, be a little bit fast on the quick swap. Field upgrade, this is totally up to you, whether if you want to use camo, assault pack, or a drone pod to get those extra kills. Again, stim shot if you maybe want to have a quick heal while you're in pubs. Cluster grenades hit pretty hard. I like to run Semtex, but again, this is all on you when it comes to the lethal, tactical, and field upgrade. But the MXR-17, again, I'm going to give you a class that I think will benefit you quite well. So into the gunsmith we go. With or without an optic, it's pretty good. But I was running the LTI Mini Reflex, either the 1 or the 2. Barrel, should you unlock it, the 18-inch works quite well, but until you will unlock the 18-inch, I would run the bullet velocity barrel, the Sterling if you can, either one of these 3. But typically, excuse me, no, to start off in the beginning, the 15-inch isn't bad because of the ADS speed. But hybrid. In the grip, the quick step foregrip is pretty good because, again, with this weapon, you want to have movement speed. Try to look for movement speed in that mobility. So I like the quick step foregrip to really be able to aim in fast and get faster sprint and fire. Rear grip, the Arla Assail grip, it is pretty beastie. Again, you have faster dive to fire speed, slide to fire speed, ADS speed, and jumping aim down sight speed. So until you unlock this one, though, I will say the celebrity grip, or celebrity grip. No, I'm kidding. This is really good to use until you unlock the Arla Assail grip. Both are really good. So into the stock now, because this is really important. You want to have a stock on this gun. The mobility stock, I use the Greaves Covenant stock. Until you unlock this one, though, I will say I was using the Galt Lux stock, but any stock really is really good. Just for this weapon, you want to be really mobile. Obviously, a lot of people are complaining about whether or not we need to have dexterity, but I will say if you have a stock on this weapon, I was trying it with dexterity with tac sprinter as well, and I was still moving pretty efficiently and beaming people. So try that class. And if you do have Gunfighter on, whether you have Overkill or Gunfighter on, if you want to throw extra attachments on it, I will say this, I don't use extra attachments on it, but you can. I would put on the 7.62 NATO overpressured for that extra, bullet velocity. And then with that, if you want to have a muzzle on it, I would say the mobility spread one, the Titan R762. I'm going to try this one, but either which way, you don't necessarily need to run all attachments on it if you want to, because sometimes even doing that, it makes it slower, but it hits pretty hard. The MXR-17 is a beast gun. Highly recommend checking out. And just to get started in the beta, this is a good one. Whether it's the beta or the game itself, check it out. It's awesome. Okay, I was going to go to big screen and it did that. Whether it's the beta, chat, or the real game, this is a good class to get you started. I do hope you have fun gaming, and thank you all so much. Happy gaming. See you all later. Peace.